My name is Courtney Chason and I am 21 years old.
Brian and I'm 22 years old.
Kara and I'm 29.
Rachel and I'm 21, almost 22.
My name's Megan and I'm 21.
Jeffrey Rosehart and I'm 25.
Riley Alp and I'm 21 years old.
I've been with the love of my life for 8 years. His name's Rob. We have a home on a farm and I have a son who is almost a year old. I'm also an elementary school teacher. Honestly, when I was younger, I felt like I would have all those things sooner. I think I was kind of unrealistic with the way that things pan out and how long things take, but I'm happy with how it worked out.
I went to school for cognitive neuroscience and I now work in insurance. I'm currently living at home with my parents, but I'm looking to buy a house, so I'm in that process. Pretty sure buying a house right now is a good call, because I have a job that works well and I lived at home for my entire life, so I have like all the money I saved on renting. I have like an investment that I can then buy a house with. There's a lot of unknowns when buying a house.
Feeling a lot of things, pretty excited to almost be done university, but kind of nervous and kind of sad at the same time, just because I'm such a student at heart that I'm a little bit worried about not being a student anymore, and trying to figure out what I am other than a student is something that I'm kind of nervous about. I'm kind of getting to that age that I don't really want to be living at home anymore, but I'm also not in a career yet and don't know what my career is going to be.
I work currently as a line cook. It's nothing all too great, but it's just something to keep me busy while I'm figuring out life at the moment. At this point in most people's lives, they don't have everything figured out, and it's important to obviously have a job and make money, but you don't need to seem stressed about finding your job right away.
I am so young and I do have a child. We're kind of like all dealt cards that we have been given, so I think that nobody should feel jealous of my life, but instead proud of each other. I'm more goal-driven now than I was before, and looking more toward the future instead of the past now, but also trying to live in the present moment with my daughter.
The worst part about being in your 20s is having so many bills to pay and so many different things that you want to do and not having the financial means to pay for any of those things.
You question yourself a lot. You question what you're doing. Is it the right thing? Should I be changing what I'm doing? Am I doing it good enough?
It's really just stressful and having a lot of big life decisions I don't know how to deal with.
Being scared that you're gonna mess everything up for your whole entire life. I feel like a lot is riding on the next few years for me, and if I don't get it right now, everything is gonna go downhill from there.
I want to be married by the time I'm 28-ish and have kids by the time I'm probably 30.
I do want to be married, and ideally I think around 30.
Which means I have to be engaged by the time I'm 27.
29, 30.
Which means I have to be dating someone for at least 5 years before that.
I don't know if I want to be married or have kids at this point in my life.
Which means I needed to have a boyfriend by yesterday.
I definitely feel like your 20s, there's just so much variety and everyone's kind of in a different place.
I think a lot of people my age are still looking to find a career job. They might have a job that they got from the graduate school, they might kind of like it, but I feel like most people haven't really settled in a job they're going to be with for the rest of their life yet.
I feel like I've seen a mix of people. I know some that are already getting right into their careers, getting their lives figured out, and then I know a lot of people who are just traveling and enjoying their lives at the moment. So I feel like it's a good mix right now.
You're put in situations that you can handle that nobody else really can, so I feel like there's other people that are my age that are going through things that I probably could never handle, and I'm going through things that they can't.
Other people my age definitely have it way more together than I do. That doesn't necessarily scare me. I think it totally depends on what your life path is. I feel like part of being in your 20s is just enjoying as you go and seeing where it takes you and not trying to plan out every little aspect of your life.
I think there's a societal pressure to be at a certain place when we're at a certain age, and it tends to be somewhere in our 20s. I really do think that people should just be proud of where they're at and what they're doing, and not have to compare it to other people, and whether that's traveling the world, whether it's staying put where you are, doing your own thing, focusing on your career, starting a family. There's really no right or wrong. I think it's just be proud of where you are.
Life in your 20s is organized chaos.
It's interesting.
A roller coaster.
Kind of a mess.
Fabulous.
A combination of a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, it has been the best time of my life.